Hi everyone. So today I'm with Dom and we are going to be doing an earnings update for AMD for Q1 of 2026. Dom, whenever you're ready.
All right, let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool. All right, well, we'll just jump right into it. AMD did pretty good. So here we are. Earnings per share, 1.37 versus 1.29 adjusted expected. So win there. Revenues at 10.25 billion versus 9.89 billion expected. Another win there. Revenue climbed 38% from 7.44 billion a year ago, the company said in a release on Tuesday. Data center sales increased 57% to 5.8 billion from 3.67 billion the same period a year ago. Net income rose to 1.38 billion or 84 cents per share in the quarter from 709 million or 44 cents per share a year ago. Not bad. For the second quarter, AMD says it expects 11.2 billion in revenue versus expectations of 10.52 billion. So there we go, gonna get even more money than they're expected. AMD CEO Lisa Su said in the statement that the data center unit is now the primary driver of revenue and earnings growth. Not surprising, data centers, AI, it's everyone's doing it now, so unsurprised at all to see that's their biggest category for growth. And they're also quoted as saying, looking ahead, we can expect server growth to accelerate meaningfully as we scale supply to meet demand. So I would say overall, actually, pretty good quarter for them. Beating earnings, beating on revenue. They're expecting to, beat their new expectations for the second quarter. 11.2 billion versus 10.52 billion expected. I mean, I'd just say doing really well, and obviously it shows. Stocks were up, can't complain. So we'll switch over to Matt and kind of take up their current financials and see how they're doing.
All right, thanks, Dom. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, so like Dom was saying, they've had quite a rally, and we're going to just see how ridiculous this has been. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And Dom, you can see that 455?
Yes.
Perfect. So yeah, this is how crazy it's been. This is just year to date. So in the past 5 months, it's made 103% year to date. The 52-week low is 101, and the 52 high is 456, which is pretty much kissing the absolute all time high, actually. It's not only a 52-week high, I believe it's the all time high for this company as well. So keep in mind that there's really not too much upside left on this. Other than that, it's you're not really getting value for a dollar. I understand AMD is a great company. I do like it, but just keep that in mind too. When we take a look at my DCF is going to say that it is overvalued by 36%. True value is 291. Wall Street forecast, excuse me, that was Wall Street. Historical growth can be 53% overvalued, so 212. So yeah, I pretty much agree with that. It is quite overvalued, certainly. When we take a look at Simply Wall Street's going to say that current free cash flow is 8.57 billion. Next 3 years would be 22 billion. So certainly there is a lot of growth here, obviously, but just right now it just seems quite not non-justified just based on everything. Financial health of the company, pretty good, of course. Got a lot of equity, a lot of cash, little debt, so good on them. Next thing we're going to take a look at is the net income of the company. So the net income is going to look very good, of course. I already know 1.32 billion in 2022. Now you have 4.3 billion. So again, incredible. Certainly more than a double. So very good with that. And lastly, we have Tipranks, which is going to be strong buy, but however, there is only like 2.5% downside on the stock. 27 buys, 8 holds. It's blown way past all the estimates, pretty much because it's at 455. Keep in mind the average is 442 and the low is 250. So we are just like it's just like way too high, just based on everything. We could see even the analysts are. I mean, they're upgrading a little bit, but it's not too much of an upside to have that margin of safety. So, Dom, is there anything else you wanted to add?
Uh, no, not really too much. I mean, like you said, it's pretty close to the high. It's been growing crazy since just the start of the year, so it's hard to get in at a value play right now, but it keeps doing well, so you never know if it's just going to keep going up. But
Yeah,
it's definitely near that high point, which is always hard to want to buy in that.
yeah, very true, very true. All right, Dom, thank you. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.